I think that one really hurts because you went into that last drive expecting to win the game. Really, we played that whole game expecting to win. There wasn't a point in the game where I thought it was going to get away from us. I thought we were going to take a lead. Our defense was getting some big stops. We're doing a good job in the run game. We just couldn't do enough in the fourth quarter offensively, really, because our defense came out the second half and held them to 3 points and really did a nice job and gave us an opportunity. And on offense, we're going to look back at that tape and be really, really frustrated at some of the big plays we left on the field, particularly in the screen game. There were some monster plays that we didn't make. And I think just about everybody can look at themselves and say there was a big play there in the game on offense that I could have made and I didn't make it. And so that one really hurts. But we got to get back on the plane and go get ready for a divisional game against Pittsburgh, a team that got us pretty good last time. And so we got to find a way to win, And that's what hurts the most is right now we just haven't figured out a way to win these close games that we've been in, a lot of them this year. And I think that's what really gets us the most.
Zach, I know this is really early. Do you have anything on Auburn City?
I don't.
They said on the broadcast he was taken to an area hospital. Can you confirm that?
I can't. I can just tell you he was responsive to me. He could talk and motion all that. And hopefully it was just mostly precautionary. But again, I don't have any more details on that.
How's that affect you guys as players and as staff when you stand there and have to watch that? And what is that moment like for you?
Yeah, it's hard because it's a guy who really embodies everything we're trying to build here, and Auden Tate, and that's why he plays and that's why he's been productive for us because of the way he's approached everything since the day we walked in the building here. And really, today I was reading over my notes of everything that was said about the players as I got here, and I noticed today he was a guy that, the receiver coach and the special teams coach both said he's about all the right stuff. And so when something like that happens to him, it's hard. It affects us.
How would you assess Spinner's?
I just think overall offensively it wasn't enough, and he tried to keep some plays alive there and give us some plays. And it's hard right now. We're not creating a lot of separation. And as you can see, there's some guys that get in the backfield pretty quick. So it's a hard day for most quarterbacks. There are some plays that he's got to learn from and he'd like to have back. But again, it's the whole unit together, and that starts with him.
It seemed like Noah running the ball pretty well and then opted to go for the pass. I don't know maybe how successful run, but why the options there?
Well, eventually they start zeroing in on the run. And as you can see, you got to try to at times stay one step ahead. And it's not trying to overthink it. It's just, we just felt like there were some opportunities there in the pass game, play actions, nakeds, to complement our runs. Sometimes it went accordingly and sometimes it didn't. But again, I thought our run game was really helping us today.
Right now, going forward, is Ryan, in your mind, still the starting
Yes.
quarterback?
Yes.
Finley was 13 of 31 today, and I think 16 of 30 last week. Is accuracy an issue or just not?
Well, I'll have to watch this tape of this game. Last week, I did not think accuracy was an issue. I thought there was just getting on the same page with some guys sometimes. But again, we'll have to see it this week and evaluate it once we get a better look at it.
How would you assess the defense today? Obviously, they had some bad moments this year that
Yeah.
kept you in it.
They did. They, it created some turnovers for us, got some key stop. You think about it, they had the ball on the 1 yard line, and they got the false start. They did, and they bumped it back to the 6, and then they got a stop, kicked a field goal, and so it gave us an opportunity down one score to drive, and we really put ourselves in position, and we couldn't convert there on that fourth down. But I thought overall the defense played with the energy that we've expected them to play with all year. They were swarming to the ball, which we challenged them to do. It was a great rushing attack we were facing. And then they created the turnovers that really should have given us an opportunity to win the game there. And we couldn't get it done.
Carr started 14 of 14, and Lamar Jackson started 10 for 10. Is that concerning that these quarterbacks are having these hot starts?
Yeah, of course. We got to affect the quarterback. I thought as the game went, we started to really apply pressure. And so I thought that did affect him. I haven't actually seen what his final numbers were, but I thought they were in the second half, held him to 3 points, did a really nice job affecting him and made some good plays that gave us a chance. So, but again, we got to start faster on both sides of the ball. We didn't score on the first drive on offense either, so we got to do a better job there.
How different does this defense look when y'all are able to get effective pass rush?
Like any defense, that's the whole deal. If you can stop the run and affect the passer on third down and passing situations, and that's what we expect to see. We've faced a lot of quarterbacks this year that use their legs, and that has put us in a bind. And so I thought today that they responded the right way, how we expect them to play. Holding them to 17 points, that should be enough for us to win. We should be able to put more points on the board.
Zach, I know you take a lot of
that's not something we can worry about. It really isn't. We just have to focus on finding that first win and breaking this dam. And it's been frustrating for all of us. But again, you look at it, this is our 10th loss today, and I saw no quit from one coach, one player. We're on the road in a tough environment. And in the fourth quarter, we all believed that we're going to win this game, and we just didn't get it done. So I think that says something about the character. I know everybody in here asked, is there going to be infighting? And there hasn't been. Guys still believe, and we practice like we're going to win the game. We prepare like we're going to win the game. We come out here in the fourth quarter expect to win the game, and for a number of reasons, it just hasn't happened yet. And that's the part that's frustrating. I'm not going to worry about what everybody says about us right now, because like we said, we've got great character, and we're going to build off that. And this year is going to be that foundation for some things that we do some great things in the future. Unfortunately, it hasn't started the way any of us anticipated. But we're all going to keep a positive mindset and keep building off this and learn from everything we've learned in these losses. It's important that it carries over. For me as a coach, for our coordinators, for our position coaches, you got to. It's not failure that we're experiencing. It may look like it sometimes, but we have to learn from all these defeats and help make us stronger for the next 6 games in this season and in the future down the road.
Seemed like kind of a low percentage. Was that the primary design of that?
It's a play that we have a lot of confidence on, and really all 5 eligibles have a pretty good shot there. So he gave somebody an opportunity to go make a play, and it didn't come down with it. But he's got a lot of options on that play.
Zach, how much did you think about taking the field goal there and hoping to get the ball back?
Yeah, obviously conversation we've had. Ultimately, we're going to need a touchdown either way you cut it, and so. A team, their strength has been to run the ball really well, and so you are concerned that can bleed some clock off if they get a first down or 2. And just felt like we're going to need a touchdown either way. We're down here in position. It's a manageable situation with the play that we felt good about. That factors into it as well, and we just didn't convert on it.
The third down, the one that played before, was that
The one to Gio?
Yeah, the one to Gio. Did that like get the right depth on it, or
He got banged coming out of the backfield by the defensive end, and so that'll affect his depth a little bit.
How much solace do you take from the fact that even though you didn't win today, you played pretty well in a tough place to play?
I think it just confirms what we're seeing during the week, that the players are still with us and they're still together and we're still a connected team. That's what it confirms. You can't really take solace in losing close games in the NFL, or else you're never going to achieve the things you want to achieve. What was encouraging today is the things that we've really stressed to our defense as a starting point: create turnovers and swarm to the ball. We saw that today, and they did enough. Offensively, we wanted to really be an impact down the field at receiver and the perimeter on the running game, and I saw that today. We had some explosive runs there. We just not get enough explosive passes. You see, it's got to be so methodical coming down the field to get the points, and that has really been the story of our year to an extent, is just being explosive down the field and getting those long touchdowns. And again, I think we're going to look at some screens and think that we maybe had a shot for some big touchdowns. We didn't quite get them, and it was tough.
if you had to boil down the pass game, would you say separation and protection?
I would.
I mean, is it problematic that you're needing screens to be your big long plays? And what does that say about the offense?
It's not easy. It's not easy, and we're trying to find ways to give our guys a chance to be explosive, and we're going to keep searching. And the guys understand what they're being asked to do, and they're going about it the right way. We got to keep finding a way to get those explosive plays.
How do you evaluate the defense today? I mean, multiple turnovers, just the second time, 17-point season low, but yet there were a lot of big plays, a lot of chunk plays.
There were, but we got to keep making steps in the right direction, and Oakland is really top 10 in a lot of categories on offense this year. They've really had a good year on offense, so they've had a lot of explosives against a lot of teams. And the important thing is keeping the points off the board, and that's what our guys did. But that's really all I can say about that.